EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Patton. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jalen Hyatt, 68 yards. And the Raiders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Fielded at the 20. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
In motion goes the tight end. On 2nd down, ETN once more. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Draw play, ETN. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Well, following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Patton. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Patton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, a 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 51 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll set up to throw. A short throw to Ingram. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think that's a good job job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Walker. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Walker once more. And this time they get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown!
Kenneth Walker
From a yard out.
And the Dragons have cut it back within a score. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And how about this? Here comes a reverse. And he returns this to the 22. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
There he goes, left side.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Travis Etienne.
50 yards.
And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Clark.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jacorian Bennett has it.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, he picked it in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball, running through the third base coach's signal to stop at third. And
it's only good
home.
if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe. That's a great return.
Throwing to start the drive.
Patton. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
On the counter, it's Walker.
They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. Looking to throw. And that's incomplete.
The offense is always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Here's Walker.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And an incomplete pass. They'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Dragons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Now he'll give it up on the reverse.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll go out of bounds, but 10 yards inside of enemy territory at the 40. Great return.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And winds up just an incomplete pass, though.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Pass complete. Now race for the marker.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise.
And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
They'll throw now on the final play.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game.
Here comes a reverse. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. 121 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They're motioning left. That's Pittman.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Michael Pittman.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Powering his way forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
56 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Trey Tucker
laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
From the gun, it's Walker.
Oh, Walker showing the power.
Through the middle of the field. He may go.
Touchdown!
Ken Walker
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Dragons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Now they'll go with a reverse. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Patton.
Mayer there to bring it in.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Operating from the gun, Patton. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
From the gun on third down,
Patton able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to the ground with Etienne. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 9 there, sets up second and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Clark. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And this pass caught by Gray.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And he'll be taken down well before the front. About the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, They've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
And that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll drop to throw.
Right side, and he finds Gray.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Dragons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll try to run a reverse here. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Brandon Jones picking it off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
3rd and 9 here.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Able to find Gray here.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
134 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Again, it's Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's a 2nd and 7. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that may... Veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gray. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Evan Ingram, 27 yards.
And the Dragons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
Escapes the defender and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Hooker's looking to throw.
Try to lay one up deep. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Trey Tucker
30 yards.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Now Hooker.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Ja'Cory Bennett has it.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Brock Bowers
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
That's complete left side to Gray.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Back to throw again. And Walker has it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just